Afternoon. This is Nita with the Timepiece Garden, and yes, I have my mask on again. I'm under the house. I'm checking to make sure that where I put my new Y connection in, with the 1.5-inch pipe that goes to the sink drain, and or the new clean out spot, so I can clean out from under here, they're in place. The connection piece, all three of these pieces where you see the blue there are all new. And it looks great. The ground is quite dry. There's no dripping, no wet, no mess. I've done dishes a couple of times, so life is awesome. Now I gotta go all the way back down to the beginning of the house and around the other side, so I can check to see where the two 10-inch pipes come together is also dry. Everything under the house, or everything under the kitchen sink is still dry, so life is good. So let me go over there and check that spot. Yeah, there's Miss Panda. She's inspecting the work. You know, she's I'm gonna tell you, she's been the project supervisor. You know, she's checking it. She's letting me know it's okay. All right, I'm gonna go to the other side. I will probably not video the other side, but this way you can just see that all the pipes are in place. And that way, not today, because I've got other plans for today, but I can start working on actually closing up the trap door. I didn't want to close it until I had checked all the pipes and that everything, you know, checked okay and the water was flowing okay and I didn't have a mess under the house here. So with that, I will talk to y'all later. Afternoon. This is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden. She's like, let's go in the house, Mom, in a minute. We're going in a minute. All right, what did we do? So we cleaned up all the pipe mess from all the leftover broken pieces and pieces that were salvageable and not salvageable, and cleaned all that up. Crawled under the house, checked the pipes. I have no leaks, so life is good. Whew, I don't have to go back under there till like winter, which is awesome. And then if you notice, there's no more red flags in the yard down there anywhere. It's because all of my onions have been moved up here. Now these are wild onions. I did the same thing last year. I find them randomly in the yard, and I move them. That's what the flags are for. The flags are the ones that I moved this year. The ones that I moved last year are thick like this. That is awesome. Now, they stay little. They're like green onions, but they bulb like a regular onion, but they stay small. I personally think of them as like an onion chive. It's the easiest way to describe how they look. And so what you do is you know, you don't pull them out and eat them like onions. You cut the grass pieces off, like those fat ones right there, and you go ahead and you chop them up and dry them out and make them like an onion chive. It's kind of awesome that way. Now, right this second, I don't need to. I've got walking onions that may or, you know, didn't do well through the Snowmageddon, and I went ahead and bought onion seeds so I could go ahead and grow some because I knew my walking onions did not do well. But should, you know, the world end tomorrow, you know, you can't buy onions at the store. Well, now I've got 3 kinds of onions. I've got walking onions, seed onions, and onion chives. Should that happen, this will all move to the garden. Right now it's just here on the hillside, kind of with my daffodils and my paper whites and my blue hyacinths. You know, just because I don't mow this hill specifically until it gets crazy overgrown. So it's interesting when you've got, you know, like the paper whites that are in bloom, just a little spot of color. You know, the blue hyacinths, they're oh, that's not it. There they are. They're almost done going over. They'll get ready to go dormant. They don't do the heat well, plant-wise, so they'll go dormant and just kind of hang out and wait till next year and come back in full force. Because here I can go ahead and put some bulb food out. Little bone meal, you know, some other things that bulbs like to eat. And everybody just does well and grows wild and stays wild, and the onions will do the same thing because they're a bulb. All right, having said that, I'm off to do the next thing. We'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, so I'll see you in a few. So this is what I was hinting at the last video that, you know, didn't said I'd finish later. There's one there and there's one there. And what there are, they're paper bags. And they're stuffed with other pieces of paper. Does that make sense? And then kind of tied up at the top. And then you round in the corners so it looks like a wasp nest. Same thing with that one down there. Again, tied up, rounded, pushing the corners. Looks like a wasp nest. Now what that's supposed to do, have no idea if it works, but what it's supposed to do is some wasps are territorial, and they will see what looks like a paper wasp nest, and they will leave. They won't see, they won't scope out the area to see if this is a good place for them to build a nest because there's already a nest here. Doesn't work with all wasps, according to what I've researched, because some wasps are not territorial and just don't care, But we're gonna see if it'll work. Say last year I had the fly traps over there on the my tree over there. I'm getting ready to go hang another one because the flies have also come out. And this year I figured I would go ahead and try these paper wasp deterrents, and we'll just see how it works, because it sucks when I open up the screen door here and I've got like 5 wasps hanging out going, okay, let's not do that. So having said that, there's a wasp right there. He just flew in. Now, again, I just hung these. And there's I don't know if you can see him. I don't know if he's one of those I don't care wasps or if he's just not noticed it because, again, I just hung them. Or if he's just hanging out because it's hot in the sun and it's shady right here. I don't know. But anyway, the goal is to get them to not want to be here. So we'll see if it works. And, yeah, I'll talk at you later. It's another one of those thought I'd share moments. That's a gorgeous moth. Did you see him? Isn't he pretty? See, he looks like bark just kind of pulled up off the wood, except for he's on a cedar plank, so I know that's not bark. Isn't he gorgeous though? Anyway, just another one of those I thought I'd share. Not sure what kind of moth he is, but he's pretty. All right, talk to you later.